Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and it is time for Pick a Stack Wednesday. The best day of the week. You like my shirt? It's going to be epic. I don't know what it is, but it is going to be epic, and it's coming. And the people that are closest to me keep saying, oh my gosh, I keep seeing 555. I keep seeing ravens. I keep seeing this. I keep seeing that. And plus, I have this deep knowing that there's something really big coming. Yeah, there is something really big coming, and it's going to be epic. It's why we're here in the first place. Everything that you have gone through your whole entire life has prepared you for what is to come, and what is to come is why you're here. So, for those of you that are constantly thinking, why am I here? Why am I here? You're about to find out. What does that mean? We won't know till we get there. What a light way to start the day, huh? Not really. This is heavy stuff. This is big stuff. But you know what? You don't have to do anything to prepare because, like I said, you've been preparing your whole entire life. So, whatever that means, you're already ready. You don't have to stockpile anything. You might want to get right with your higher self because that is super important, which is why I do Pick a Stack Wednesdays. I encourage you to use your intuition. This is really good practice, and the more you practice, the easier it gets. If you just listen to the reading because you want some information, that's fine. But if you can come up with your idea, issue, or question, and then intuitively choose a stack. Thank you, Angus, for that affirmation. You're helping yourself. That's what this is all about. I'm trying to teach you to help yourself. Angus wants to participate. Hang on. You're the one that made you go back there in the first place. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. He'll come up when I turn my back. So, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. We've got 3 stacks. Today, we have either an oracle deck or a tarot deck. We have crystals. Each stack is going to tell a story. So you intuitively, ask your guides, which stack is for me? Which stack is for this question? Which stack is for this issue? Or just listen to all 3. There's wonderful nuggets in each stack. I listen to my video after I do it because there's nuggets in there for me too. And I don't necessarily know what I'm saying while I'm saying it because I'm channeling. And I only channel beings from the light. I don't channel anything dark. I don't want to have anything to do with anything dark because they're just annoying. Yeah, the light is not. All right, so should we get started? Let's start with some more singing bowl, excuse me. This is an E. This is solar plexus. This is your self-worth, self-esteem, joy. I cannot wait to play this bowl in the middle of a lake. I just know the lake is going to transform. I recently I sold my regular kayak and I bought an inflatable kayak, which is going to be much easier for me to load and unload. So I'm excited to inflate that kayak, bring this bowl and just sit in the middle of the lake and play for the fish and the turtles and the birds and the water. All right, let's get started. Something is already messing with my throat chakra. Now, I'm wearing blue to help with my throat chakra, but for some reason, my throat chakra is already kind of closing up. So it can be a couple of things. 1, if you're having issues with your throat chakra, this stack number 1 is for you. 2, it could be something is trying to stop me from saying what I need to say today. It's not going to work. If you chose stack number 1, you are going to get a reading from the Lyrans. We have the Lyran Oracle. The Lyrans are the lion beings. They are the ones that lost their planet due to war. A bunch of them went to Sirius. So the Lyrans and the Sirians live together, let's just say. They get along. Most of them get along. You can tell a Lyran in a human suit usually pretty easily because they look like a lion. I have a friend who doesn't watch my videos. I have lots of friends who don't watch my videos. But anyway, he totally looks like a lion. Totally. Like, you don't even have to ask, do you have some Lyran in you? I'm like, no, he looks like a lion. We get card number 28. 2 plus 8 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. This is new beginnings. Ones are all about manifesting, but zeros are all about the divine. So manifesting with the divine bringing things in for you. You think you want ABC, but the divine is going, no, we got something way better for you. So whenever you are manifesting, make sure you leave it wide open. Okay, not who you're talking to. You're talking to beings from the light. But when you're manifesting, so for example, if you need a new way to get back and forth to work, you might say, I need a car, but you should say, I need a vehicle, because you don't know what the vehicle is, okay? If you say car, maybe the perfect vehicle for you is a van. Maybe the perfect vehicle for you is a truck. You don't know why. You don't even know what it's supposed to be. But your guides and the divine and your higher self do know. So always make it broad. Like, if you need a new place to live, don't say the word house, say home, because home could be an apartment, it could be a house, it could be an RV, it could be whatever, right? So keep it broad. So we have a card that adds up to 1 and 0, manifesting with the divine. This is the Mystery School card. Sorry about all the glare. We got lights up above, we got skylights. Curiosity opens up advanced awareness. This is so true. This is where we learn. This morning, I was meditating, and we learn the most during times of change. We've got all these changes going on right now and big changes coming. And this is when we learn. We don't learn when everything is normal. We learn when we're outside of our comfort zone. I've been outside my comfort zone for the last year. It is uncomfortable. There can be a lot of crying. There can be a lot of frustration. There can be a lot of, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's okay. Let go of the control. It's one of the things the Mystery School teaches us is we don't actually have control. So stop thinking you do. Stop trying to grab onto it, because it's not there. All right, Mystery School. We want to speak with you today on the time period of ancient Egypt and its impact with the Lyran Society. As you can observe from the artifacts still intact from this time, the honoring of felines was very important to the overall culture of ancient Egypt, or Kemet. In particular, the felines were honored often due to their star connection with the constellation of Lyra. Specific masters such as Tehote, who initiated the Mystery School traditions to this day, were engaged in intergalactic transmissions with us, the Lyrans, alongside many of his initiates. The objective of these transmissions were to share our advanced mathematical understanding of the universe so they would be carried forth into human awareness, as your planet was predicted to descend into the lower dimensional scale at a future point. And I'm pretty sure you all can agree with me that we are at that lower point right now. I mean, we have de-evolved. We're not at the height of our technology. We're not at the height of anything. We have descended. Look at the chaos out there. No, don't look at the chaos out there, but just know that it's there. Just observe it. Don't take it in. People are crazy. The energies are crazy. Chaotic. I don't mean crazy, but chaotic. It's very low level energy. And so we have descended into that. So when this card comes into your reading, your Lyran family is instructing that there is much more information to your situation than the surface presents. Now is a good time to keep an open mind, withhold judgment, and through releasing what you think you know, you will uncover a greater truth to be amazed as to what is actually occurring. This is the power of an open consciousness, for only the curious seeker is bestowed the treasures of truth. Only the curious seeker is bestowed the treasures of truth. So make curiosity a key word for you at this moment in life. Be open to exploration, adventure, taking risks, travel, and seeing life beyond what you know. In order for us to grow, we must abandon what we think we know by releasing our knowledge and emptying our cup. Humility is the way, and curiosity opens up advanced awareness. Curiosity. So what I'm getting from this is, if an opportunity comes into your life, go for it. Go for it. If there's a class and you're even a little bit curious, take the class. Maybe it's not about the class. Maybe it's about somebody you're going to meet in the class. Maybe it's something that you might need to absorb something, but maybe you need to give off something too. Nothing in this reality is what it seems it is. Okay? There's always underlying issues. For example, your health. You might think it's your pancreas that is giving you issues. This is for somebody out there because pancreas came to my mind. It's not your physical pancreas. It is the emotion of betrayal that affected your pancreas at one point in time. It could be this lifetime, it could be another lifetime. And your pancreas is carrying that emotion. And as a result, your pancreas is ill, it's sick, it has a dis-ease. Not disease, a dis-ease. We heal the betrayal emotions, the pancreas heals itself. So for somebody out there who's having issues with their pancreas, this is for you. Heal the feelings of betrayal. Okay? But also be curious. Be open-minded. Don't be judgmental. Don't judge somebody else. You don't know what they're going through or what they've been through. Okay? Nobody should be judgmental about another person. Nobody. Not in a human suit, anyway. All right. Mystery school. Have adventures. Travel. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be epic. Get in receive mode and soak this in. Remember, this is self-worth, self-esteem, and joy. Soak it in. All right. That was stack number 1. Oh, we never talked about your crystal, you guys. Sorry, your crystal isn't a crystal, it's a stone. This is shungite. I love shungite. Shungite is so healing, so grounding. It brings in vitality. It's good for getting rid of negative energy. EMF, electromagnetic frequencies. So lights, computers, cell phones, any kind of electronics. Let this soak it up so you don't. The mystery school information, we also have to be grounded when we're learning, okay? You can't be airy-fairy and learn. It just doesn't work because you're going off in all these directions. I have friends who are very airy-fairy, and I'm like, I'm trying to follow your train of thought, and there is no train. There's no train and there's no tracks. You're just all over the place. And they ask you a question, and in the middle of you answering the question, they've asked you another question or spotted a shiny object or whatever, and you're just like, okay, wait, what? Yeah. So this is a reminder that when we're being curious and when we're traveling and when we're having adventures, we also need to remain grounded. We need to be grounded to Mama Earth. We need to be grounded to trees, to sand, to dirt, to grass, to plants, to stones. Trees. I love trees. They ground me. Sand grounds me. Grass and dirt don't ground me. I don't resonate with carbon. I resonate with silica. Silica is sand. Sand is silica. Stones, same thing. Remember to remain grounded and allow these to take off the negative energy from you and increase your vitality just by holding it, by wearing it. I actually have a shungite bracelet on too. But I like big rocks, and I cannot lie. That was stack number 1. Sorry, I forgot your stone. It's early in the morning. That's going to be my excuse. Or somebody was trying to make me forget. Whatever. All right. Thank you, Lyrans. Let's go on to stack number 2. We'll talk about your crystal first. Stack number 2, you're going to get a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. After I talk about your crystal. This just brings up a point. I have a harder time now than I used to dealing with 3D. Okay. I have 1 foot in 5D and 1 foot in 3D. And as a result, yeah, there's times when I don't even remember driving where I just drove. Yeah, make sure you're grounded. All right, your crystal is this fabulous, sparkly, shiny quartz cluster. I really should have Mike put this in a piece of maple. But he's already working on a bunch of my pieces, so I guess I won't ask yet. Quartz. I love the entire quartz family. And quartz can be smoky quartz, it could be golden healer, it could be flame quartz, it could be amethyst. There's so many types of quartz. Oh, citrine. They're master healers. They absorb energy, amplify it, focus it, transmit it, transform it, balance it, like everything. You can use it like a laser if you have one that's, let's say this was quartz. This pointy end is like your laser. And then the broad end is like a highlighter. You can do a larger space with it. It's great to meditate with. Maybe not put this one on your third eye, but put one on your third eye and meditate. Or when you're going to sleep at night, It is a master healer, so it can help heal emotional body issues, physical body issues, spiritual issues, mental issues, like really anything, because it's a master. It's high frequency, so it's higher chakras. It's effective for chronic fatigue, arthritis, depression, bone ailments, gastrointestinal troubles. A lot of people are having gastrointestinal troubles these days. Why? Because our nervous systems are trying to upgrade and adjust to what is going on out there cosmologically. Okay, the sun is sending all this plasma energy down to us. And our nervous systems are like, what the? I don't know what to do with this. And so our nervous system does this. And as a result, our digestion does this or this. But it's out of the norm. And remember what I said earlier about this is where we learn to change. We learn to adapt during times of change. So our bodies are changing based on what's going on out there. They're trying to adapt. Let them adapt. But as a result, pay really, really close attention to what you are feeding your body. And I don't just mean food and beverages. I also mean emotions, places that you go, the energies. If something doesn't feel right, like I went to Walmart last week. I don't know what was going on in our Walmart that day. The energy felt so low and gross. I was like, oh, I just need to get my stuff and get out. And I needed something that day. So I had to, I didn't have to go, but yeah, I did have to go. And we don't really have much in our little town. So for me to go to a different place, I have to go to a different town. But yeah, there was something really yucky. So what do? You put a bubble around yourself, you get what you need to get, and you get out. The people in there didn't feel right. The energy didn't feel right. Nothing felt right. Everything felt off. And so my body reacts. My guts go like this. And as a result, the whole rest of my body goes like this. And I can feel my shoulders hunching. I can feel my neck getting tense. Like everything just closes in. We shrink as a self-defense mechanism. So put that bubble of protection around yourself. Do what you got to do and then get out. That was an interesting way to start that. Another thing you can do if you have to go out and about, wear really good crystals somewhere on your body, in your pocket, as a necklace, earrings, rings, whatever. Wear protection. What day was that? I don't remember. It was one day last week. I don't know what was going on that day. All I know is I came back and I just felt yucky the whole evening. I kept trying to cleanse myself and cut cords and you okay there, buddy? All right, Spirit Song Tarot. What do we need to know today for stack number 2? What do we need to know today? Stack number 2. So the first card that came out is the Six of Crystals. Now, the Six of Crystals in other decks would be the Six of Pentacles or the Six of Coins. And look at this card. Oh my God, look at their faces. They're so freaking cute. Like, this one here is up to something. Look at that look. This is the card of synergy. Synergy is when two or more things come together and they work together. They blend, they meld, right? If you have that perfect relationship maybe it's opposites that come together and you just, like, you can finish each other's sentences. That is synergy. Well, if you look at these guys, the one in the back has the back of the one in the front, right? I got you. If you fall backwards, I got you. And the one in the front has the one in the back, right? If you fall forward, I got you. In other words, I'm here for you. There's something about whatever you asked about, there's somebody that has your back. Now, whether it's somebody in this 3D reality or it's one of your spirit guides or your higher self, you know, this is a general reading, so you know who's got your back, but somebody's got your back. God, creator, source, great spirit, great I am has your back, always. Ascended masters, angels, they have your back, always. Not sometimes. We forget that. We tend to think like, if this person is not in the room with me, if they're not in the same town as me, they don't have my back. Guys, distance means nothing. We can do long distance Reiki healing on another person. All I have to do is think about you. I either picture you or I picture your name, and boom, I can send you healing. So somebody's got your back, or you've got somebody else's back, or probably more than likely both. We have each other's backs. There's this synergy or synergistic energy where this doesn't just exist, but it always exists. We're never alone. So ask for help. Ask for help. The second card that came out is a major arcana, and it's the wheel, card number 10. In this deck, the wheel is represented by the octopus because it has all those arms/legs. It's card number 10. Remember, I was talking about 10 in stack number 1. It's divine manifesting. 1 is manifesting, 0 is the divine. Divine manifesting. Ask for help, and it shall be given. And the thing with the wheel is cycles. Okay? It's card number 10, which is in the middle of the major arcana. There's 22 cards. So it's just about in the middle. And this is all about cycles. What are you cycling? What are you not being done with that you need to be done with? Is it an abusive relationship? Is it some kind of addiction? Smoking, sex, drugs, shopping? What is it? What's the thing? What's the cycle? Let's be done with it. And you've got friends to help you. But more important, you've got your higher self, your spirit guides, your guardians, your angels, ascended masters. You've got animal spirit guides. Call on them. Ask them to help you to be done with whatever cycle you need to be done with. And maybe it's just a matter of, thank you for helping me be done with this chapter of my life. Help me move on to the next chapter. Okay? It can be something that simple. Simple. But ask for help. We're part of a team, okay? Not one of us is ever alone. We're always part of a team. It's just a lot of times people think only in terms of 3D. Yeah, this is 3D is like a drop of water in an ocean. There's so many other Ds, so many other dimensions, so many other realities. Open your mind, expand your consciousness, and understand and realize that there's more to us than just this 3D reality. And ask for help to be done with whatever this cycle or whatever this chapter is. Use the crystals too. Crystals love to help us. Remember, only talk to your spirit guides from the light and the angels from the light. Because yes, there's dark ones that like to pretend. Don't play with them. That was stack number 2. Moving on to stack number 3. You are going to get a reading from the Lemurians. Let's talk about your stone first. Notice I'm doing it first so I don't forget. Today, your stone for the Lemurians is moonstone. This one's got a bunch of sparkles in it. Okay, that's the overhead chandelier. See that sparkle right there in the middle? That is actually part of the crystal. There's a bunch of them right there in that spot. Moonstone actually comes in different colors. This one's just kind of, oh, look at the top up there. There's that spot again. This one's got like the taupe and gray and very neutral colors in this one. Moonstone is used by healers to stimulate the functioning of the pineal gland. This is another good stone to use when you're meditating, but also when you're working on healing yourself or another person. It's also really good for balancing hormones. So a lot of people will say, well, this is a feminine stone because the moon supposedly has feminine energies. But it's not just for females. It's also for males because they have hormones too. Hello. So if you're having issues with hormones, this is a really good stone to have. If you're a teenager, this is a really good stone to have. You know, right about 13, 12, 13, 14, there's some hormone things going on. This would be a really good stone to help balance those out. Either carrying it on you or with you or putting it under your mattress or next to your bed would be really good. It can help open up your emotional self. Enhance intuition, promote inspiration. So if you're some kind of artist or musician, this would be a really good stone to have. Put some passion into your art. It can also be something to aid in fertility. So now that could be fertility as in you are working on a new project, you are inventing something, right? That's fertility because you're using the fertility emotion to create something. It could be you're trying to get pregnant. Trying. It's so silly. But it's really good for any type of fertility. Okay. We are now going to get a message from the Lemurians. Oh, beautiful Lemurians. You are just, they are physical embodiments of love. They're very flowy. They're way too high of a frequency to be in this 3D reality. Okay, you don't get a third of the deck. But we'll take one. You got one? I'm thinking it's this one. That was kind of a slap. Like this one. Oh. Card number 27. 2 and a 7 is you're on the right path. Keep your thoughts positive. But 2 plus 7 is 9. So it's like there's a completion as well. So kind of like when I was talking earlier about finishing the last chapter of your life so you can start something new. This is the card of furred and feathered friends. So there's a lemurian, there's a pronghorn antelope, there's a lion, there's a sloth, there's a rooster, there's a hummingbird, there's a snail and a snake and a rabbit and a wolf and a fox and a whole bunch of other birds. 27. Animals are intuitive and sacred beings that walk the earth beside us. They are the wisdom keepers of many earth traditions and some of our most loving companions. They have much to teach us, and yet the way some species are treated is quite unbelievable. As we become more empathic and our sense of compassion expands beyond that of our own family and community sphere, we start to see other beings and the quality of their lives as interconnected and equal. We may be inspired to align our actions with our compassion to minimize the harm we do to the planet and all her inhabitants. So this card is called Furred and Feathered Friends. I would also like to add trees and plants to that as well. The trees talk to me, and it hurts me. Like the other day, I watched a video, and then the next video started, and it was all about cutting down these huge trees. And I started crying, and I had to stop it. I was like, what? I don't want to watch this. I can't. No, not my tree friends. And it just, it made me so sad that these humans were cutting down these huge trees and acting all proud, like, look what I did. That tree had been there like 200 years, and you cut it down like it was just something in the way. So I would like to add the trees and plants to this as well. So as humans are evolving and moving to a lighter consciousness, our bodies may struggle to digest what was once healthy and fortifying. Also, when we're doing the work spiritually, we may feel more sensitive to things that don't fit with our values. When we take on the energy of a product that has suffering imbued in it, no matter how good it tastes or even how organic it is, we may notice a lowering of our vibration as it challenges our spiritual integrity. So what I get from this is we need to live with intention, which I've been trying to teach for years. Live with intention. I'm not telling you you have to be a vegetarian, okay? I'm not a vegetarian. I'm a carnivore. I choose very carefully what I do eat. I used to raise Scottish Highlanders, and we gave so much love to our cows, and we told them up front, thank you. We fed them. We made sure their lives were really good. And we said, thank you for providing sustenance for us. So we gave and they gave. And there was that synergy that I was talking about earlier. That's what this is all about, is paying attention to what you are putting into and on your body. And that could be, in terms of lotions or jewelry even. Whatever you're putting on your body and whatever you're putting in your body. Pay attention and do it with love. Love to whatever you're putting, wherever it's coming from, but also love for this body. I'm not just eating crap because I need to put something in my mouth. Okay? Ask your body, what do you like? I got to share this because it's funny. I have stories. So sometimes when I go to my acupuncturist, and she's very Eastern medicine, okay? Love her to death. Very Eastern medicine. And she'll say, so what's changed? And I'm like, well, my gallbladder's not very happy right now. And she's like, well, why do you say that? Well, I asked my gallbladder and it told me it wasn't happy. And she's like, really? Yeah, really. I asked my gallbladder and my gallbladder told me. We are a conglomeration of energies that can communicate with us. And they communicate with us in nonverbal ways, but we don't always pay attention. So you can literally ask, or ask your spirit guide or angel or, ancestor, your friend that's on the other side. Help me. What's going on? Something hurts right here. Help me. What do I do? What's going on? It's okay to ask. And actually, I encourage you to ask, because then you'll get your answer. And then or at least you have a path that you can go down to help heal that. And when you heal that one aspect of yourself, you're healing other aspects too, because it spreads throughout your body. Healing spreads. It's funny. We believe that dis-ease spreads in our body, right? But we don't believe healing spreads in our body, because we focus on the negative all the time. So, step number 3 is asking us to pay attention to what we put into and onto our bodies, and also how we treat the natural world out there. Thank you, church bells, for giving me an affirmation. What am I putting out to the world? Am I putting out love? Am I just being the crabby, unhappy old lady? Yeah, I don't want to be that. I may not be joyful, happy all the time, but I know that I do things with intention. And if I go out to the lake, I am putting healing energy into the water. I'm putting healing energy into the sand. I'll send healing energy to the turtles and the frogs and the dragonflies and the fish and whoever else comes to my mind. Snails, rocks, seaweed. Live with intention. But pay attention to your body, because our bodies are changing. I talked about this in the very beginning. Our bodies are changing. Our nervous systems are trying to adjust to all this energy that's being sent to us. And what we used to eat or take in energetically or beverage-wise or food-wise doesn't work necessarily anymore. So, like for me, the thought of eating a pork chop now, can't do it. I can still eat brisket, but I can't eat a pork chop. That's me. I can eat eggs all day long. Not a problem. But there's other things like, nope. Corn? Nope. Pay attention to what your body needs, not what your mouth craves, okay? Not because you're eating emotionally and I need salty or I need sweet, okay? That's just an addiction. That's the parasites in your body needing sugar. Pay attention. Do everything with intention. Pay attention. Live with intention. No, it's not hard. It only takes a few seconds. I love you guys. You're the reason that I do what I do. I look up, it says 4333. Thank you. I'm sending you off with blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve them. So get in receive mode. Namaste.